Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 46, and today we have games against Porto and Manchester United in the Champions League and the Premier League, both away from home. Before we play those games though, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera. So in the last episode, you saw our humiliating 5-0 defeat away against Juventus in our first ever Champions League group stage game, and then our 4-2 victory against Southampton away from home. I then played 5 games off camera, and as you can see, we won them all. We started with a 2-1 victory against MK Dons in the Capital One Cup. Real briefly as well, you can see we won the game in stoppage time, and the guy that won us the game, Robbie Harrington, 16 years old, I put him on the bench, and as the game was coming towards its close, I brought him off. I said, be a hero, Robbie, and he sure did as well. He scored on his debut. I'm not getting too excited because, of course, we all know what happened to Liam Cullen. Started off so well in his career, and now, as you'll see, he's actually been loaned out to, he's now actually been loaned out to Crystal Palace. He's never progressed, Liam Cullen, such a shame. So I'm not going to get too excited about Robbie Harrington, but still, it was pretty awesome to see him score on his debut, coming off the bench and get the winning goal as well. And then we beat Fulham by 2 goals to 1 even. And then we beat Olympiacos as well in the Champions League group stage by 4 goals to 0. What a way to respond after losing 5-0 against Juventus, beating the Greek side by 4 goals to 0. And I will say they made it pretty easy for us as they went down to 9 men during the game as well. Terrible lack of discipline, and Bentancur grabbed a hat-trick as well. They only beat Bournemouth by 3 goals to 1, and then Newcastle by 3 goals to 1 as well. And right now, as you can see in the group stage in the Champions League, we currently sit in 3rd place with 3 points. Porto have 4 and Juventus have 4 as well. And Olympiacos look as though they'll probably end up claiming the wooden spoon. But in the Premier League, what a start it has been. We are so far the only side with a 100% record. 8 wins from our first 8 games. An unbelievable beginning. League's highest scorers as well with 23 goals. It's just been a remarkable start for Swansea, and I'm not getting too far ahead of myself, but it's been an incredible start, and long may it continue. I doubt our 100% record will last for much longer. In fact, in today's game against United, I think we'll probably get a draw at the very best, but it's still been an amazing start, our best ever, and I'm really proud of that. So, going into the first game, today's episode, we're doing indeed take on Porto away from home in the Champions League. I've decided to make some tactical changes for the game as well. You guys know I'm loving the 4-4-2 right now, but because of what happened in the Juventus game away from home, I don't want the same thing to happen again. So because of that, we're not going to go as attacking, and instead we're going to try and hit Porto on the counter tonight, as I do expect us to lose this game despite our recent run of form. So this is the team for the game then. It's a 4-4-1-1, and Timo Horn starts in goal. Back four of Ben Davies, Rakik, Marlon and Chambers. In midfield, Sisto on the left, Mahrez on the right, and in the middle, Sam Redmond and Pep. The attacking midfielder is Gylfi Sigurdsson, and the lone striker is Gabriel Barbosa. On the bench, we have Adrian, Vezo, Mayo, Alan, Bentancur, Esposito, and Callum Wilson as well. These are the tactics, and as you can see, we're going to try and soak up some pressure and then try and hit them on the break. I'm not entirely sure if it will work or not, considering it's me making these changes. It probably won't work, and it'll backfire spectacularly, and we'll lose 10-0 tonight, but hopefully it might work. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And also one thing as well, briefly to note, George is injured right now, tore his hamstring, or pulled his hamstring, I should say, in training, and he's out for 3 weeks. So here we go then, first game of today's episode, where we take on Porto away from home. We don't need to win this game. I would take a point, but it will be magical if we could claim all 3 points. Come on, Swansea, let's claim a big win here, or a draw. I'll take either, and make sure we don't lose, and going into the halfway stage in the group stage, still have a very good chance of qualifying. And I feel like my success rate with tactical changes is usually pretty mixed. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But hopefully this will be a game where it does work out. And the first chance did fall to us there with Sigurdsson's shot being well saved by Areola. And it is still 0-0. Again, we don't need to win tonight. A draw will be totally fine. You know, even if we do get just a 1 point, we'll still be in 3rd place come the end of the halfway stage. But I won't mind that. You know, I really won't mind that. And Sisto was played through by Redmond there, but didn't take his chance. I mean, yeah, I definitely do feel we can win this game tonight if the tactical changes work, but I'm worried they will backfire, we'll concede an early goal, and they'll be really up against it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But here is a highlight for Porto in their first one of the game. Just after the half-an-hour mark here, Vidal down the right-hand side loses out towards Sisto, but wins it back, and as Gökhan is on the ball, he crosses to the centre, Rakik cuts it out, but only as far as Wagner, and he finds Rui Pedro, and Porto do open the scoring 14 minutes before the break. We've had the brightest start to this game, but the home side do take the lead. They cross the ball into the centre. Rui Pedro lost his man, and unfortunately, the number 10 finds the back of the net. 1-0 to the Portuguese team, and a poor beginning. And it's a shame too, because our early start was very, very good. But now we trail by a goal. I'm fearing the worst. But here's Sigurdsson on the ball for us. Receives it after Porto failed to deal with that cross properly. Mara is now on the ball. Can we get back in the game and back on level terms instantly? Sisto on the ball. Fans Player of the Year last year. Cuts inside and finds the back of the net. Get in. Off camera. I've given him a contract extension. He's got a wage increase. And I don't mind one bit. Because ever since he's coming from Leicester to replace Julian Brandt, he's been a fantastic replacement. Sisto with the goal. The flare burning bright, but you can't put out Sisto's fire. That kind of sort of makes sense in some dimensions. Sisto with a goal, 1-1, get in. Unfortunately, Marlon and Redmond have both picked up yellow cards in the first half, which means they'll miss the next Champions League group stage game, which I do believe is the reverse leg against Porto. So that'll be an absolutely massive blow for us to miss the skipper and the vice captain as well. But at half time, it's 1-1. I felt we played well in that first 45 minutes, and there could be a chance to nick all 3 points in the second half. Come on. And here is the first highlight of the second half, and just after the hour mark, Barbosa takes it round 1 and loses out temporarily, but comes towards Sisto, our goal scorer, who wins us a penalty off Wagner, and Sigurdsson has a chance to put us in front here. As there's some work going on inside my building, and I do apologise if you can hear that, but still, what a chance here to take the lead here in Portugal. Sigurdsson scores, get in, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and in a massive game, good old Gylfi fires us in front, and as things stand, we're going top of the group. The Icelandic playmaker sends Areola the wrong way, and it is 2-1 to the Swans. What a massive result this will be if we can hang on to the 3 points. And as we come towards the final whistle, there are 10 seconds to go as Allen intercepts that throw. Well done, little Joe. And a great ball through towards Wilson down left-hand side here. A chance to make it free and secure the points. Callum Wilson, oh, he's tackled, but that will do it anyway. It doesn't matter. Final score away in Portugal. Porto 1, Swansea 2. What a fantastic win for us. The streak continues. And I got to say, I'm very, very pleased with those tactical changes. I feel as though I'm getting a little bit better now at making these alterations that are helping us get these victories. So a massive win, and if Juventus were still held by Olympiacos, that means, yes, as you can see, we go top of the group at the halfway stage with 6 points. I'll be honest, it's a very tight group. It's very, very tight indeed. Where can I find the Group E? It's very, very tight indeed right now. Just 1 point separating 3 sides, but Swansea City are top of their Champions League group and have a very, very good chance of advancing halfway through our group. And I must say, things could not have gone better. That Juventus loss was embarrassing, but what a way to respond. First a 4-0 win against Olympiacos, then 2-1 away against Porto. Massive results there. Come on, Swansea, we can qualify and probably as group winners if we keep this up. And so as we come into the second game of today's episode, then we take on Manchester United away from home at Old Trafford. We're going back to the 4-4-2 for this one, and this is the team for the game. Timo Horn starts in goal, back four of Davies, Rakik, Marlon and Callum Chambers. In midfield, Sisto on left, Bensker on the right, and in the middle, Sam Redmond and Pep. Up top together, Barbosa and Esposito, and on the bench, Adrian, Vezo, Hugo Mayo, Joe Allen, Mahrez Sigurdsson, and Callum Wilson. So another big game for us. Then we had success in the last one against Porto. Can we get another big 3 points here and maintain a 100% start to the season? Come on, Swansea. It really has been an impressive start to the season, both in the league and also the Champions League now as well, despite that 5-0 defeat to Juventus. And another win here, 9 wins from 9. That would be crazy. And the first highlight does come to us as well, with Sisto on the ball. He finds Pep, who hits the woodwork off the crossbar, and Herrera gets it away. Very encouraging start there, but our Spanish wonder kid could only hit the crossbar. A very good start though, but still 0-0. And another highlight once again here, but unfortunately will come towards United with Luke Shaw on the ball. Through towards Andre Gomez. Great through ball towards Higuain, but that is one hell of a poor finish straight at Timo Horn. And our German shot stopper has an easy save, still 0-0. And here is the first highlight of the second half as Manchester United have a corner. Pep deals with it, but Andre Gomez picks it up. And can they get the first highlight here? Yes, they can, as Silva is on the ball, but Horn makes a fabulous save and turns the shot behind for a corner. Still 0-0. And Timo beginning to come into better form of late. He had a very good game against Newcastle off camera. Very impressive. Yeah, that's right. What did I say? Impressive? There's a highlight still going on. Gomez fires the ball over the bar. Did I say impressive or impressive? It was a good save anyway. It's still 0-0. Well done, Timo. But here's another highlight for Manchester United as Rakik deals with a free kick, but it'll come back towards Herrera. Now Luke's short on the ball, beginning to get a little bit worried here. Bonaventura finds Darmian down the left-hand side, inside towards Andre Silva. And finally, Manchester United do take the lead. They've been the stronger side and do go a goal up. The number 21 firing the ball into the back of the net. And Timo Horn is beaten minutes after making a very impressive save. Darmian plays it inside, and it's a really cool first-time finish into the bottom corner, and Manchester United lead at Old Trafford with 23 minutes to go. And here is a chance for United directly after those changes. Gomez tries to pass it through, but it'll come out towards Volland. He finds Andre Silva, and Horn makes a very good save, and Chambers gets it away. Still 1-0. And I would like to feel we could possibly sneak an equalising goal, but instead, I think if anyone's going to score again, it will probably be United. And there it is then, final score, Manchester United 1, Swansea 0, and we do taste defeat for the first time in the Premier League this season, and our 100% record is gone as well. So very disappointing then. I don't think we played as well in this game as we possibly could have done. Maybe I should have stayed with the 4-4-1-1 after success in the last game, but unfortunately, it does not end up giving us the result we wanted. We do lose this one, and we'll stay top of the table, which is fine. You know, we're still pretty pleased about that, but it is quite disappointing that we do indeed lose for the first time. Mourinho, of course, you know, just rubbing it in my face straight after the game. Oh, the guy is just absolutely, he just hates me. He absolutely hates me, Mourinho, seriously. Not even going to dignify that response with an answer. So here we go then. As you can see, Premier League table to end the episode off. We still do stay top of the table with 24 points, 4 points clear of the side that just beat us, Manchester United. But of course, our game was the early kickoff. But either way, 9 games into the season, just before quarter of the season has been played, and we're top of the table. At the end of the day, despite that defeat, this has been the start of the season I could only have dreamed of. Top of the table in the Premier League, and also top of our Champions League group as well. It's still been a very encouraging start to Season 6 with Swansea, and long may it continue. And that will end today's episode in my Football Manager series as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I shall return with 2 big games in the Premier League and the Champions League once again, where we'll face Liverpool at home at the Liberty Stadium, and also a game against Juventus at home as well at the Liberty Stadium, in hopefully a revenge game in a penultimate group stage game of the Champions League. So 2 big games today, 2 big games in the next episode as well. Thank you for watching this episode though. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. Much love to each and every one of you. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.